Hello viewer, welcome to another edition of our Multimedia Plus Online Television broadcast. Top stories in this edition. Sierra Leone joins the globe in celebrating World Mental Health Week. From a college, the Students' Union Executive decorates a first set of winners in its ongoing online essay competition. Pinkang Dental Clinic offers 1 month of free dental care facilities to members of the public. And St. George Foundation launches O-Stock project in Freetown. All of the stories and more are lined up in today's news broadcast. I am your host, Lucy Emanet Aliyu. And now for the news in details. World Mental Health Week is annually celebrated from the 18th to the 24th of May. In Sierra Leone, World Mental Health experts have begun advocating for a special budget to be made available to the mental health sector and an amendment of the Lunatic Act, amongst others. Our reporter, Anthony Vandy, spoke with the project coordinator, Mental Health Coalition, Edward Ja, in this interview.
What we want is mental health. So if we want mental health and we promote a mentally healthy Sierra Leone, it means there is what we call mental illness. And I believe you're asking about causes of mental illness. There are many causes, many causes, because there are many different mental disorders. However, I will just mention some. For depression, it could be loss of someone, loved one, loss of job, it could be bereavement, it could be break of relationship, all of those things. It could be disaster, an effect of a disaster on you, like what we call post-traumatic disorders. Some could develop depression. So these are some of the causes of mental illnesses.
Now you talk. Okay.
What we should do to have and maintain mental health, and what we should do to treat and support people with mental illnesses so we can have a mentally healthy Sierra Leone and a mentally healthy world. So the theme for this week is kindness. I've realized that people who have touch with others, people who receive care and support from their family members, their community, and their healthcare system, and even their government, have the tendency to recover from every illness quicker, and than those who are isolated, who are discriminated against, who are stigmatized. And people with mental illnesses are among the set of individuals of health conditions, mental health conditions, that are really stigmatized against. They are castigated and discriminated against. So we are talking about kindness, because an act of kindness towards somebody can restore his or her mental health situation. That can also cause people to work on their emotional well-being, to be able to overcome challenges they are going through. Just a word of kindness or a gift from you can help somebody's situation, somebody's hunger, somebody's poverty, and all of these things, when accumulated, will come up with stress. And stress itself, when it's acute, when it's impaired your ability to produce as you are expected to or as you are supposed to, then it becomes a mental health condition. And some of these things, it's not like I know how to talk well so I can do it. This is something you have to know how to do it, and you can only know that by training on when you are well informed about how to go about it. So for example, we have had audios and videos of people in quarantine homes shouting and complaining that since they were put in those quarantine homes, nobody have gone to talk to them. So their first cry has not been food. It has not been water to drink. It has been somebody coming to talk to them, to give them some psychological first aid, to respond to their psychological need, to be able to calm them down in the stress situation they have found themselves in.
The Faber College Students' Union Executive has distributed cash prizes and certificates of participation to the first set of winners in this ongoing online essay competition. The ceremony took place at the Students' Union building on Faber College campus. Our reporter, Fatmata Binta Jallo, has the report.
The onslaught of COVID-19 on the world has brought to birth a string of academic activities as a way of keeping students active and alert even while sitting at home. On Monday, 18th May 2020, on the shores of Faber College, 5 students were awarded for proficiency in an online essay writing competition. Augustine Diction Bona is the president of Faber College Students' Union.
Education issuing out a press release that all academic institutions should come to a halt, meaning all of us should actually stay at home, and we ended exams abruptly. So as a means to keep students still academically engaged through research and writing, we had to bring forward this initiative to actually see that we still provide leadership for students even while they stay at home, and to also encourage them to keep the social distancing rule very much active. We will be going for 16 weeks. 16 weeks. So for every 2 weeks we have 5 different winners. 3 people will be given cash prizes, and then the other 2 will be given certificates of merit signed by myself, the Minister of Education, and Deputy Vice Chancellor of Faber College. Very credible. In fact, we the students, or we the Student Union body, are not doing the judging ourselves. We have lecturers, doctors and professors who have given us their time to actually assess the script and prefer better marks to them. And it is not just one single individual that is responsible to assess the script. We have 4 judges. So for an individual to be graded, it means you will be graded based on an average of what 4 judges think of your script. So I believe it is quite credible, and the students themselves can attest to that, especially the winners.
He encouraged every student, specifically females, to be participating in the weekly online writing competitions. He expressed bitter frustration and the low level of female student participation on the first phase of the competition. He further described the situation as discouraging.
Students of Faber College, I want to encourage all of us to maintain the social distancing rule. I also want us to actually observe and respect the current health precautionary measures that have been given us by health workers. And I also want to encourage all of us to keep track of our academic work. Let us be studying at home, even though we are trying to set up the online program for all students, but it's quite challenging at the moment. But that should not deter us from studying. Let's continue to read in our notes, let's continue to be studying, and let's as well engage in academic activities that would keep our brains and mindset intact, so when we resume college, we wouldn't lose a lot. And to the female students, we realized that just few participated in the online competition. Please, this is not just for the men. This is not a boys' game. It is actually a game that encourages both the women and the men, both the boys and the girls, the ladies and the gentlemen. So please, make sure you try to write, and who knows, you might just be winners, just like Mr. Ishmael as well.
A mass communication student, Ishmael Jallo, clinched the first position and first phase of the competition. Emmanuel Salia Gaima from the Law Department took the second position. Emmanuel Suma from the Faculty of Social Sciences and Law came third. The fourth position was awarded to Eunice Adin from the Law Department, and fifth position to Anderson Lansana from the Department of Geology. Multimedia Plus Online Television, Fatmata Binta Jallo reporting.
Well, viewers, we reminded you of viewing content from Multimedia Plus Online Television. And as we continue with the rest of our broadcast, a Chinese-owned dental clinic in Freetown, Pinkang, has begun rendering a 1-month free dental care facility to members of the public. Multimedia's Anthony Vandi engaged the manager of Pinkang, Isaac Odum, in this interview.
This is solely a dental clinic.
Okay.
We do nothing else apart from the teeth. So it's, let me say, a dental clinic. Our dentist is specialized in all aspects.
Okay.
Be it orthodontist, periodontist, whatever problem you have.
Okay.
Our dentist we have the expertise to take care of that.
Okay.
When we came, we haven't been here for long, but when we came, we decided to run a promotion. Been in existence since September last year. So let me say we are 7 months.
Okay, 7 months.
Yeah. The one basic problem we have faced is people calling and they have the issue, they want to come, but they are facing financial problems, so they cannot come. Because of that, we sat down with management and we spoke. So we decided to run, some promotions, like when people come and their teeth is paining them, they want to extract it. That one we do it for them for free. Just that you pay consultation fee when you come, just to see the dentist. If there is no promotion, you would have to pay at least maybe 150,000 for your teeth to be extracted. But because of the promotion we run it, we do that for you for free. With cleaning, now the promotion we are running now with cleaning, we give 50% discount. So cleaning is, let me say, 700,000. But then because of the people complain of financial stress and all that, we give a 50% discount. Okay. So now they pay 350 for that. The first thing is, if you are coming without a mask, we do not allow you to even come into our premises in the first place. Yeah. Also, like all other shops and all other workplaces are, doing, we have waters and soap for you to wash your hand. We take your temperature. When you come, we observe that 2-meter distance. And our success is the fact that we are happy that those who come, they are okay with our services. Those who come and even they don't have money, we allow some of them pay in installment and all that. We negotiate the price with them and they pay. So our success is that whatever we've done, the implants we've done so far have been successful. Those who have come, I believe, were satisfied with our services. Some call us, some also recommend people to us. So I think basically we have been successful because our clients are okay with our services. We call that hyperdontia, it grows behind. Some have a teeth in front, one at the back. Yeah, if you come, we check it. Some of them, it is because of the way it's arranged. Maybe it has to be beside it, but it went behind it. Some, your teeth is there all right, but just that one has grown behind. If we check and it can come in place, then we will fix the braces for you to shift it into place. If it is an extra one, that is just there, we extract it. It depends. It depends on the dentist who is extracting your teeth for you. You understand? But here, if you come and in fact you have an infection, we don't just extract teeth here. We will need to check. If there's a need to treat the teeth, give it medicine, treat it and fill it for you, fine. So that you don't feel the pain, we do that. But then if the teeth, we can't do nothing about it, that is when we extract it. Our side of the world, Africa, we don't take teeth issues serious. We don't take it serious at all. Because we've never seen someone die out of a teeth issue before. But people do die. So when you have the problem, just visit a dentist and let him see. Maybe what you are thinking it is, that is not what it is. You understand? So because some of we Africans, someone would have lived his whole life without visiting a dentist before. Because we do not take these things serious. But one of the most painful things one would have is to have your teeth paining you. Believe me, you won't sleep. Yes, but if you seek a dental advice, just one drop of medicine would make you feel okay. So I think if you have a pain, you just visit a dentist and I think you would be okay.
Well, if you're just tuning in, be reminded you're watching content from the Multimedia Plus Online Television. And we will now go for a short break. Stay focused.
The package Even the haters testify, called the man when I was amateur. Couldn't holler them, I send this vicious fever, the Taliban. The game don't see.
The boy Caldanero, man. Live and direct, man, within our studio, man. You know what I mean? Kiss the Throne EP coming. I just kindly want to freestyle. Now, this is very good studio. The setup is good. Emanize and Django. Shout out to Una. Proud of what Una they do. You know, we need more of this in the industry.
Hey, this is Emerson, the last man standing. Of course, we're right here at Multimedia Plus, and we had a great session. And come check it out. It's a great studio, you know, great sounds, great producer, and support your own saloon content. Sugar Entertainment at Multimedia Plus. Peace.
Voiceover we there, simple and soundtrack we there, documentary podcast we there.
Well, viewer, welcome back to a Multimedia Plus Online Television. I am your host, Lucy Emanet Aliu. Well, as we continue with the rest of the podcast, the St. George Foundation has launched a project titled Talk. The project seeks to address disputes within families and restore lasting peace and sanity. The project was launched at the organization's office on Circular Road in Freetown. Our reporter, Theresa Thomas, was there and sent in this report.
On the 15th of May, a new initiative was born. This memorable event coincided with this year's World Family Day, which formed the very basis of the Talk project launched by the St. George Foundation. Preliminary studies have taught many that the family is the first agent of socialization of every child and by extension the most fundamental unit of their lives. Justina Zainab Conte is the executive director of St. George Foundation.
So we've worked in 4 districts, that's the Western area, Bombali, Moyamba, and Karine district. But with this project, we are going to work in the entire Sierra Leone. And it is not deliberate for us to choose the name of the project, Talk. The reason being because this is Creole and cut across all over. So Talk meaning we want everybody in Sierra Leone to be part of this project, and we want everybody in Sierra Leone to contribute to the successful implementation of this project because we are all coming from families.
According to the advocacy officer of St. George Foundation, Ibrahim Touré, World Family Day is a moment of deep reflection and honest discussion between parents and their children. The day, he said, is invariably climaxed by planting of family trees as a way of maintaining family legacy and remembrance.
Family development is a thing that was brought up by the United Nations. Like I said, the International Family Day is a global celebration. It is a United Nations celebration because it was declared by United Nations in 1994. Every year, they will bring up a theme. This year, they brought up the theme Family and Development because they took into cognizance the role family has played so far in the COVID-19 pandemic. Family is a supporting force currently, globally, supporting people in this fight against COVID-19. They need to invest time again to have serious conversation with their family members because that will shape the life of the child growing up, even those who are in the family. Mind you, those who are watching the panelists will bring in our bi-weekly program when they discuss important family matters. If even somebody wants to abandon his or her family, it will be very, very difficult to do that.
Given the utmost importance of a day like this in the global calendar, I went around Freetown sourcing the views of some members of the public on what their impression of the day were. The responses were astonishing and somewhat amusing.
I believe say as a family and as a mother, a family with disputes, it's fine for them come together because together, then they together, it will be a better family. A family where they together, then go grow, then begin and go come out fine way. You self could be a proud mother, you will be a proud somebody in your family. But if you dispute with your family, I don't think say that family they go grow. being a one thing where me gets at me back of my mind, in me fact where me deal with my family. We all unite, we all talk one language, we all the move things in together. Whatever things sometimes I can forget for do, then go call me attention. Then
any family man need forget a unity with your family. Then you get forget that care, you get forget time for your family. If you not get into here with your family, if this not exist with your family, I believe say that not a disadvantage.
Home is to work hard in your education, do what you have to do at home and in school, have love for one another, respect one another. That's what.
It is, however, hoped that Ostok will help revive and repair the broken families in Sierra Leone. Multimedia Plus, there is a Thomas reporting.
Well, let's now go for some health sensitization, even as we continue to take preventive measures to keep ourselves quite safe from the novel coronavirus.
COVID-19 is an infectious disease caused by a new coronavirus introduced to humans for the first time. It is spread from person to person, mainly through the droplets produced when an infected person speaks, coughs, or sneezes. These droplets can land in the mouths or noses of people who are nearby. These droplets are too heavy to travel far in the air. They only travel approximately 1 meter and quickly settle on surfaces. This is the reason person-to-person spread is happening mainly between close contacts. The exact time that the virus can survive on surfaces is not yet known. So it is wise to clean surfaces regularly, particularly in the vicinity of people infected with COVID-19. Hands touch many surfaces, which can be contaminated with the virus. You should therefore avoid touching your eyes, nose, or mouth, since contaminated hands can transfer the virus from the surface to yourself. When coughing or sneezing, cover your mouth and nose with the bend of your elbow or use a disposable tissue. If a tissue is used, discard it immediately into a closed bin. The most effective way to prevent the spread of the new coronavirus is to clean your hands frequently with an alcohol-based hand rub or soap and water. This will eliminate the virus if it is on your hands. Stay healthy and prevent the spread of COVID-19.
Well, viewer, that's all we have time for in today's news podcast on Multimedia Plus Online Television. But before we close, here's a recap of the headlines. Sierra Leone joins the globe in celebrating World Mental Health Week. From a college, the Students' Union Executive decorates a first set of winners in its ongoing online essay competition. Pinkang Dental Clinic offers 1 month of free dental care facilities to members of the public. And St. George Foundation launches Ostok project in Britain. Well, thank you very much for indeed sharing your time with us. Do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Multimedia Plus Online Television for more updates, news, broadcasts, programs, and interviews. We're also on Facebook at Multimedia Plus. Please visit, like, and share our page in case you have not. Well, I am Lucy Emanet Aliu. Until next time, stay safe, stay home.